man is back.
Oh, okay, boys. Oh my gosh, the man got that stuff. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard. Look at that, my God.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, That's the True Inferno. Back at it with another Pokemon Unite commentary video gameplay for you guys. Y'all know we have to talk about this. Like, come on now. It's making raves. It's pretty much all over the internet. We have to talk about this one. So what am I talking about? The news regarding one Dr. Disrespect. Now, I don't know where to begin with this one, to be honest. So let's start with this. Let me give you guys my history with Dr. Disrespect, which is a very short history, that is. So I never heard of Dr. Disrespect until that issue came up. I think that was at E3. I believe it was E3. It was either E3. Yeah, it was E3. I had to look it up real quick. It was E3. This was back in 2019. So what happened? He got banned from Twitch because he was streaming inside the bathroom at E3. Now, I'm assuming that his private parts were not shown in this stream. I believe he had more sense than that. But he still went inside of a bathroom live streaming at E3 in LA. And to add on to it, his E3 badge was also revoked. So let me read this old Kotaku issue real quick. So today, popular Twitch streamer guy, Dr. Disrespect, how you pronounce his last name? We're just gonna call him Doc, got suspended from Twitch after streaming from inside a bathroom at the LA Convention Center during E3. His E3 badge was also revoked. So he was attending E3 and purportedly, for the first time ever, doing a series of in real life streams on site. On Tuesday afternoon, the first day of the show, he and his camera person walked into a public bathroom with a camera rolling. Something that almost certainly violates Twitch's community guidelines in terms of service, though the bathrooms are not specifically mentioned. If nothing else, Twitch forbids people from streaming illegal acts, and filming people in a public bathroom is likely a violation of California's invasion of privacy laws. So check this out. The doc proceeded to stroll into the men's room with tens of thousands of people watching his stream, then cited the word bodyguard, while E3 attendees, including one that looks to be a child, used urinals in the background. He then went to a stall. Other clips taken later display him re-entering the bathroom 2 more times and using a urinal. They're supposed to be at AM, but moving on. Kotaku viewed the clips, but we had chosen not to link them to protect the privacy of those in the footage. Images posted to Twitter has also, shown the doc urinating at a urinal. Oh, guys, are you serious? So, basically, I'm not going to be, well, there's not much to this article. So, and then check this out. I will read this part. Not long after, Dr. Disrespect's account vanished from Twitch. It is currently inaccessible. Kotaku reached out to Twitch, Doc, and the Entertainment Software Association, which runs E3, for more information, and we'll update the story when we hear more. And here's an update. A ESP rep told Kotaku in an email that the organization had revoked Doc's E3 badge. The story has been updated to reflect this new information. That's pretty much it. That's the first time I heard about Dr. Disrespect. That was the first time I heard about this dude. Not from all his streams or his content. Nope. Because of this incident right there. And notice the key words that I say here. Dr. Disrespect's account vanished from Twitch, meaning his account on Twitch was suspended. Now, how long was that suspension for? I have no clue. But obviously, he was back on Twitch. Which brings us to this point right here. And we're going to get more of the whole, he did something stupid, but he's back on Twitch fiasco. I'm going to get more on that later. But that brings us to this. What happened back in 2020? So we talking 4 years ago, pretty much. 4 years ago, he was banned from Twitch. Now, we had no clue why he was banned on Twitch. A lot of speculations came out. But the thing that I want to point to everybody was the fact that there were people saying that they know why he was banned on Twitch, but because of the severity of the situation, they cannot say. Or because they were under Twitch, they were not allowed to say, or because of contract negotiation or whatever the case may be, they were not allowed to say. But the one theme that all these individuals had in common, the one that was like, oh, I know why he's banned on Twitch, but can't say anything, they will all say it's serious. All of them would say it's serious. This was back in 2020. Now then, and I love the fact that people try to come up with conclusions like, oh, it's because of mixer and stuff like that. I'm like, then why are you going to ignore the fact that these people who actually know are also saying that the reason is serious? Well, that is serious in its own right. But when I'm thinking of serious, I'm thinking like something like, so some people actually accuse him of cheating, something about his wife as well, which is funny. But we get more on that in a second, I guess. But now then, 4 years after that, we now got some news regarding why he was banned on Twitch. So the reason, and let me read on with this Forbes article real quick. So I'm skipping the first paragraph. So check this out. The reason for the ban was never revealed by Twitch nor the doc, though the latter took the streaming platform to court over the ban, while the former paid out his contract. Years passed. Okay, we're gonna skip that line. I don't know, write that line. 2 lines are there, so it's like whatever. Then on June the 22nd, a former account director of strategic partnership at Twitch by the name of Cody Connors, y'all may know him on Twitter as Evoli, Evoli, he tweeted that the doc got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. And I looked at this tweet, right? So I'm thinking, did somebody ask the guy? Was he being provoked to tell him what happened? No, he just straight up did it. No retweets, not a reply. He just straight up told everybody. Now, what I do find interesting is the fact that it says he and he, but he never mentioned anybody by name. So that is interesting. So maybe somebody was like provoking him, and then he just posts out that tweet right there. So it's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. But nevertheless, the he who he was talking about was Dr. Disrespect. So that's very, very interesting right there. And obviously, this sparked news. Like, this was some serious, serious news right here that just came out of left field. Now then, what happened next? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what happened next. So the doc responded to this allegation on Twitter, and I think, yeah, there it is right there. There should be a tweet, and it says, "Listen," he tweeted, "I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the bleeping internet." I'm assuming he said fucking internet, whatever. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid, which is the whole I was paid part does not make him look good to say that when he was accused of sexting a minor. That's not a good look to mention that you got paid in a situation like this. That's not a good look at all. So there's that. He also responded to media personality Jake Lucky, I had no clue who that is, with a strange non-denial tweet. And then I do have this tweet. So basically, and here's what Jake said. Jake retweeted the Cody Connors tweet and basically said a former Twitch employee has come forward and stated that alleged reason for Doc's permanent Twitch ban being for, quote, sexting a minor, quote, in the previous Twitch Whispers product. Dr. Disrespect responded to that tweet saying, "Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract," which, again, I don't know, I ain't mentioned about money when we talk about you sexting a minor. And then, look, Jake retweeted that reply and said, "Dr. Disrespect responds saying no wrongdoings was acknowledged. The case was settled, and Twitch paid out his contract in full," which I find that to be funny. He basically repeated what Dr. Disrespect said. I thought that was funny. So basically, Dr. Disrespect does not want anybody to talk about this. So that's also interesting. Now then, let's get on to the whole scenario here, the whole shebang. So outside of the fact that he's been streaming on YouTube, not on Twitch, because again, he's kicked off that platform. But he said he's burnt out, so he may be taking a break. Okay, whatever, so be it. But now, oh, and actually before that, he also lost a lot of companies cut ties with him. So for example, the game studio he co-founded, Midnight Suns, announced that they would be severing ties from him. And they came out with a statement. So they basically cut ties with him. The 49ers cut ties with him. He going to be removed from NBA 2K24 in the next patch instead of like immediately. Because like they could do that. I'm just saying they could do that. Don't get me started on 2K. That's another story for another day. Now, for the whole shebang, this loan statement. He came out with this loan statement on Twitter. And let's take a look at this statement. And it's still up on Twitter, by the way. So he said, and I quote, "The Twitch ban," which is the title of this statement. "Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I have always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Gaming Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years, technically 4, but let's move on. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I don't remember who the other one is. And now that I think about it, before we continue on with the article, I don't think Forbes came out with the other former Twitch employee. I don't know who the other Twitch employee is. So that's interesting. I heard there was another one who came out and said, yeah, he did do that. But Forbes does not have any record of that, which is interesting because that did happen. Like another former Twitch employee did come out and say that. But that's interesting to say the least. So, but let's move on with the loan explanation, or the loan statement rather. So let's see. Okay. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whispers, messages with an individual? Okay, this is like a badly created sentence. Let me read that again. Were there Twitch whisper messages with I don't know why he put individual, with a minor, just to say that, back in 2017? The answer is yes. So he already admitted it right off the bat. But let's move on. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Let's move on. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch. In that case, was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges had ever been brought against me. Now, from a morale standpoint, I absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'm fucking owning, should have said owning, not own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I have seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or PEDOPHI. Y'all get the word. Because you know how YouTube is, so y'all know what that is. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly, spelled truly wrong, there's no E in truly, knows me, fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I said what I need to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made a decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always shown me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community in circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear? Yeah, fucking right. So that's the whole statement right there. Now then, there's a lot to talk about here, but I'm not gonna get into it because then this will be an hour-long video. Let's talk about, I believe that would be paragraph 5, which is one of the two longest. Actually, this is the longest paragraph in this whole statement, where it starts off with were there Twitch whispers messages with the individual reminder back in 2017. The answer is yes. So this right there is a problem. Now, obviously, he admits that yeah, this was a mistake that shouldn't have happened, but and then he even went on to say mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. That's still a problem. And then I'm like, first of all, so as a content creator myself, basically, because like, for example, I'm having a meet and greet at GoFest New York next week, and I'm a part of an actual company doing that. If there's anything that needed to be discussed with a kid, the parent has to be involved. I've seen and heard situations where a parent have reached out to content creator on behalf of their own kid and say, yo, this has happened. Yo, I don't like the way you did this, or I don't like what you say here, blah, blah, blah. Or, yo, thank you. I want to say thank you. Made my kid day, something like that. It's always the parent or guardian reaching out to a content creator. It's not the kid doing it. Why? Because the parent has common sense to not let the kid get on social media and get in DMs. It's that simple. So the fact that this dude was having these DMs or whispers in this case with a kid, that's a problem. Like, that's a real problem. And like and even like, for example, even if it's like, for example, like there may be a Make-A-Wish thing where the kid may want to meet or talk to Dr. Disrespect, wherever so be. Okay, that's fine. At least, where's the parent? The parents should be sitting down next to the kid. Like, that should have been a thing. Like, and then like even with Dr. Disrespect, if he wanted to have this conversation with the kid, be like, yo, where's your mom, where's your dad? Have them sit next to you so they can see what we're talking about. And then everything would be cool. But apparently, that's not what happened here. So now I'm like, now we got to ask the question, what were y'all talking about? Because, and don't give me that, oh, it's personal information. I'm like, bruh, do you hear yourself right now? A grown man who is like 40-something talking to a minor is personal? Do you not hear yourself if you come with me with that crap? Like, no. Like, you need to share them DMs, man. You need, like, we need to see what y'all was talking about. So we can say, oh, you know what? Okay, this is a harmless conversation. This was blown like out of proportion, and we can move on. Or we can say, yo, that's freaky as heck, bro. Yeah, you need to be canceled. Like, if you truly believe that there was no wrongdoings in those DMs, or in this case, the whispers, we need, like, okay, it's kind of hard. I don't know if you can get history with the whispers on Twitch. I don't know. But, like, if you can somehow showcase those whispers and, you know, tell everybody what y'all talking about, what the conversations was like, outside of they were casual, but sometimes lean too much in that. I'm like, why? So it's just like, it's not a good look for him. It's not a good look for him. He can say, oh, he don't stand for that stuff. He's not a, you know, a ODEP, say that backwards. That's what he claiming, but it's kind of hard to believe him because of two reasons. I already talked about one of those reasons already, and that's the fact that he doesn't get into details about what they were talking about this whole time. Like that should have been said because again, that like I don't want to hear anything about it's personal. Like that makes you worse. That makes you look worse if you say it's personal between you and a minor. That makes it worse. So that's number one. And number two, you got to think about it and you got to ask yourself this question. It's been 4 years since this dude was banned on Twitch. Why did these two individuals come out and say this? And again, based on what I saw on Twitter, nobody like hit them up publicly, that is. Like, I didn't see them replying to anybody. I didn't see them retweeting anything. Like, the one dude just straight up said it, even though he didn't mention Dr. Disrespect by name. He still straight up said it out the blue. You got to ask yourself, why did he do it? Why did he just come out 4 years later and just say that? And there's two reasons behind this. There's two theories behind it. The first theory is because maybe Dr. Disrespect hate him. Like, they got beef or something, and he's trying to ruin Dr. Disrespect's career and make this lie up or something like that. But apparently it's not a lie because they were talking. So that theory, you have to throw that out the window. And it's the other theory. Because what dude said, what Cody said is the truth. The dude was sexting a minor and trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. And it's like, and then I got to ask, like, how old was this girl? And again, I had to ask, where was the parents? Like, I have to ask that. Like, if this girl was like 12 years old or under, I had to ask, where were the parents? I have to ask that question. Because it's like, bro, there's no way you cannot allow a minor to be on social media. Like, you can't. Like, you can't. You have to monitor what they're doing on there, man. I understand this is the age of, yeah, let me give them a tablet so they can shut up and get out of my hair and get out of my business and so I can do my own thing. But no, you have to check in on them. Be like, yo, what you doing? Who you talking to? What's going on? And blah, blah, blah. And even if they were over 12, like, you know, still talking with once in a while. Like, yo, how life been? Like, what's up, man? What you been up to? Like, you know, everything good? You need help with your homework? You know, anything you want to talk about? You know, what your friends like? You know, something like that. So, and then, again, he mentioned, let's go back to the statement here. He said this a few times in the statement. Me and my family. Meaning this dude have a family. And yet he was still doing this? Bruh. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. Like, anytime him and his family going on vacation, I'm like, y'all can go on vacation with this going on? Like, you basically try to cheat your own wife and y'all about to go on vacation? Wow. I don't know what to say about that. So, and then let me get back to the things I was talking about at the very beginning of this video, and that is this, man. Like, when I talk about the fact that he got banned from Twitch because he was live streaming inside of a public bathroom, this is one of those reasons why I don't follow these big time content creators who are not black. Because here's what happens. They get big, they're gonna do something stupid, and either nothing happens to them, or they just gonna be punished for a day, 2 days, a week, and then after that, they're back on Twitch. They're back on YouTube. They're back to getting all these sponsorships and all these deals and all these opportunities that should have been past them and went on to somebody else. Why? Because they messed up. They messed up. They did something stupid. They did something against the law or whatever, but yet nothing happens to them. So why would I support somebody like that? Because best believe, if it was a black guy who does this, oh yeah, he's canceled. All his opportunities are gone. All his deals and sponsorships are gone. Like, yeah, he's kicked off all the platforms, but not with somebody like a Dr. Disrespect. Because again, look what happened with the whole E3 scenario. He should have been done from there. But nope. He was still doing his thing for another 4 years or so. And he was still getting sponsorship deals and stuff. Despite that. So, and again, those opportunities should have went somewhere else. But nope. That's the type of thing that you get when you're not black. So that's why I don't follow guys like Dr. Disrespect. I don't follow individuals like Pokémon and Lugrid and Ninja. I don't follow their content, things of that nature. Like, I know who some of them are, but others, it's like, yeah, I have no clue who that is. And nor do I want to know. And nor do I care to know. Because eventually, they're going to do something stupid. to the point, and then they go get in trouble. But their punishment only lasts for like a day or a week, and then they're back doing their thing and making a bunch of money and getting all these sponsorship deals. So it's like, nah, they don't need my support. Somebody like that don't need my support. So that's why, like, and I'm dead serious. When I first heard that, it was because of the E3 thing, not because of some amazing content they have. No, far from it. Far from it. So, bottom line is this. Yeah, he was sexing a minor, and he tried to hook up with her. Basically trying to cheat on his own wife. That's where I'm at with that disrespect. And yeah, in my opinion, yeah, he should be canceled. And I'm glad the likes of the San Francisco and all these other sponsors and all that joint are pulling out. And they need to go somewhere else. They need to go somewhere else, man. Because the same people begin all these opportunities and stuff, and they're always doing stupid stuff. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve them. It's that simple. They do not deserve them. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know what this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.